Morning all. It's the, I think it's the 23rd of May. Very disastrous start today this morning when you read about Manchester, and it makes life a little bit insignificant in places. But anyway, what I'm doing today is trying to make this look as though it's a neat job. He's trying to put some sort of curtain track around here. Originally it used to be clipped underneath here and around, which is, yeah, so this is out of the way. I can still use the top section. You buy this in a roll. As you can see, it's got a life and a mind of its own, and what I'm trying to do is get it reasonably curved round so that the curtains will slip round and keep out of the way a little bit. As you can see, I've just removed the original screw, so I'm not making any more holes. That should be plenty in the corner. I've left those two, and just trying to make this look as though it's well, yeah, not like a twisty snake. So that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. He's bending this round. As you can see, I've got my heat gun, which is there. And the other thing I wanted to bring up into the conversation is my gas cooker, because my gas cooker had a leak, and it's very hard to try and explain, but when I clean this out, these vents have a point pointing in into like a funnel effect, and it sucks the gas and the oxygen to burn. And there was an obstruction in the front of my cooker, and I'll draw a little diagram later and explain it. And what it basically was is letting the gas back out, because every time I put the gas on, I'm thinking I can smell gas, which wasn't good. So I did that yesterday, but I haven't recorded that, but I'll do a little demonstration just in case you get the same problems. And as you can see, it is a bit of a tip as usual, but hey ho. But on the face of things today, very depressing news, very depressing. And I know in a few weeks time this will mean nothing, but when you get up to something like that, and I've been to the Manchester Arena, anyway, it's not about that. Heartbreaking. Anyway, so that's what I'm trying to do, is put a bit of a curtain track round there, and I'll bring it up to speed when I get down to it, so I can remove this, basically, because that was only a temporary thing. So I can remove that and have a bit of a curtain thing round. Anyway, and I'm just going to repair that section as well, where it's all gone. Well, I've got the tracking on, and as I say, it doesn't look too bad. I think with the curtains on, it wouldn't look too bad, and it doesn't impede whatever's above here. So I can always drop that down. Well, not that I ever will, I don't suppose. The boxes have come in quite handy, and to put bits and pieces of clothes and stuff in. I'm organising the cupboards at the top here a little bit more. I have food in the tops, but I'm trying to make those disappear into this cupboard down here, which I assume would be cooler. Not that I keep much that's going to go off in there, but it's best to keep stuff cooler. So I should hopefully keep in the bottom one here, and this one here, and possibly in this one here by the fridge, and then keep these top ones for clothes or whatever, because it's just pot noodles, well, not pot noodles, noodle doodles as I call them, with sardines. Always a breakthrough them are, you know, when you're a bit gasping for a bit of protein and a bit of food. So there you go, packs of porridge. So there you go, bit of food. So that needs organising again, but anyway, right, that's a pair of curtains up, as we've seen. That's quite happy with that. They come round the side there, and yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. You can still use the top cupboard. You can still walk in front there, and you've got a bit of privacy basically. I know that it's not blocked all the light out, but it's not meant to block all the light out. It's just a question of, if you're in here, that little bit of privacy. So I'm quite happy with that, and just the way they're sitting at the moment. Just a bit of a jiggery pokery there, but hey ho. No, I'm quite happy with that. Don't need nothing else to them. They go around the corners, you feel quite secure. You got this gap at the top here, but I'm not too bothered about that. You can't really see in. And as I said, it's only just a bit of privacy. I could do with a few more curtain hooks, but there you go. Quite happy with them. Brown, quite happy. And it gives you the use of this area here, so I can turn the seats around if I wanted to, and still use the seats. Excellent. I'm quite happy with that. Next thing is I've got to get some carpet glue, the tack stuff that you spray and tack down, to do that. So I keep meaning to get someone to go out, so I'll make a note of that and get that done. Anyway, that's all for the now, folks, and cheers, thanks very much.